Welcome back, everybody. Well, all too soon, a whole lot of us will be spending more time indoors after the warm summer temperatures fade away. So how can you make your interior as inviting as your outdoor spaces? Who can we ask about that? Our garden expert, Derek Thomas, of course. Derek is here with some indoor exotics that will add pops of color and warmth and memories of summertime. Sweet, sweet summer months.
Well, yeah,
I really miss it. I know, it's
already,
a mess. But
they
anyway.
have like specials for you and the girls already.
La, 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 la.
And it's not about just doing this in the wintertime, but it's also houseplants are starting. Things that we didn't think about as houseplants in the past are now being rethought as houseplants or thought of as houseplants.
Okay.
So, you know, things like this Rieger begonia, which is a begonia that for years was used in the garden, is now, or was used just as a gift plant that would fade away. It's now being reused a lot. And what you can do when you're decorating with indoor.
Derek? How can we do that?
Well, you know, I think it's the natural progression of things.
Okay.
We've used things like normal Dieffenbachia or Spathiphyllum or some of the plants that you always see, and we want to kick it up a notch. We want to add a little bit of pop. When you're getting these plants, not only is it good, plus people are downsizing.
Yes.
So you see all of these plants are tabletop plants. So instead of having a large tree, you can have a smaller plant.
Right.
Now, when you're thinking about some of these plants, and you go get it and it's in a regular pot like this, what you can do is you can add an additional pop to that environment, to that space, by picking out a decorative planter. Okay, we're going to sit that in there like that. We're going to use a little bit of this sphagnum just to hold it in place. And it could be something as simple as that. Ferns have become really, really popular. Now, this fern is going to take a little bit more humidity than what you may have. So about once a week, you may want to put it in the shower, give it a good, good drink of water. But, popping it into a decorative container like that upgrades it instantly, right?
Sure does.
Begonias. Now, begonias have been used for years, like that Rieger begonia. But this is a very highly decorative begonia that has amazing foliage. Instead of leaving it in that pot, what about if you just popped it in an urn and suddenly you have this really, really cool centerpiece? Bromeliads. Bromeliads have been used for years, but we're getting these species bromeliads. I actually created a bird's nest, and this is going to be a great centerpiece. I used craft wire that you can get, and this is just regular sphagnum that you can get. I ran the wire through there and kind of braided the whole thing in. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to pop the plant out of the pot. I'm going to put it in here like this, Allison.
Okay. Is this where I come in?
Yeah. Now, this one also is one that I want you to work with. That's a snake plant.
Okay.
We're going to bring this in, and you're going to use the sheet moss and decorate that up. Put that one right in there. While I'm creating this bird's nest, you're going to be creating another container. What I'm going to do with this
in the studio.
is...
Don't laugh at me, Annie. I understood what Derek said. Go ahead.
You follow very well my prompts, Allison. So
thank you.
I do appreciate that. I'm going to cut off the excesses there. I'm going to tuck this in.
This feels alive.
As a bird will.
Okay.
And we did moisten that moss. Now, what we've done is we've taken this bromeliad to the exotic. So we've taken it out of the container. And what a great centerpiece this becomes on your dining room table.
And here's mine. We got to end it there, Derek.
There
I apologize, but how did I do?
You did wonderful. You did
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Follow me on Twitter @ThomasGardenGuy. A lot of these ideas came from you guys.
All righty, we'll be right back.